Hey, what's up, Forbidden Planet guy Jeff Ayers here. Just going over a few things. Today is Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. And a couple things I want to talk about that Forbidden Planet is doing during this New York Comic Con week, as that is happening all around New York City and at the Javits Center and in Forbidden Planet. As usual, this place is going to be insane for the most of the weekend. And there's a bunch to go over: signings, comics, toys. We're going to leave till later, but this is what we have going down this week. Starting tonight, we have a signing for one of today's new comics, Haunted Girl. We have Ethan Sachs, who does a phenomenal job on Star Wars Bounty Hunters, the writer of Star Wars Bounty Hunters. He co-wrote a comic with his daughter Naomi. You may have seen them in the news. It touches upon kind of a subject that isn't as widely discussed in comics as normal, mental illness, and actually, but done in kind of like a horror way. And anyway, both writers and Marco, the artist, will be here tonight signing copies of Haunted Girl. We also have another signing this week, which is on Friday. I don't have a copy of the comic in my hands because it's premiering tomorrow at New York Comic Con. So, but this is our poster for it. It's The Addiction. And we're going to have a number of creators here signing that, including David Quinn and Vincent Zerzolo. Vincent is a somewhat colleague over at Metropolis Comics, which is here in New York City. We're also going to have Claudio Balboni, who did the interior art, Andre Labata, who did the main cover, and David Sharp, who's the letterer. They're going to be signing copies. There are great covers. If you can see that, there are more going to be on offer, featuring ex-Forbidden Planet guests, David Mack, and Alita Martinez, and we didn't get him because he's busy, but Art Germ. There's an Art Germ cover that will be available at Forbidden Planet on Friday night. Friday night signing is 6 to 8 p.m. at Forbidden Planet. Come by. It's going to be fun. And then let's just go over real quick some of the other comics that came out this week. Starting with what I think is the biggie, is Batman City of Madness. It is in a black label format, which I'm not always okay with. If only because it's hard to fit in a short box. You got to get your magazine boxes and stuff this alphabetically in front of your heavy metals. But it is gorgeously colored, gorgeously illustrated. Batman City of Madness, available today, October 11th. I'd recommend that. There's another DC offering that I'd recommend, which is Wesley Dodd's Sandman. Pick that up. Classic Sandman. And it's the first appearance of a new villain. Yeah, that's a good one. And then Superior Spider-Man returns today. If you don't know what Superior Spider-Man is, who Superior Spider-Man is, go do a deep dive. And it was phenomenal. Great idea, but even better execution as a comic. Seek them out. They're terrific and fun. And, returns today written by Dan Slott. So rock and roll. And there's an American Psycho comic out today for the kids. Another thing I want to go over in terms of new releases, there are 2 new Halloween comics this week. Now, everybody does most people do their kind of, for purchase Halloween comics. There's a Star Trek Halloween comic. Okay, cool. Good to know. And then a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic that is already a hot ticket item around here. There will be more Halloween comics and giveaway free Halloween comics, most everybody's favorite comic, coming out on the last Saturday of the month, which I believe is the 28th. It's Halloween Comic Fest. We will be doing giveaways of these comics, so definitely get your butt here on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. Not this Saturday, the last Saturday of the month, okay, just to be clear. And then finally, I think my last thing I want to go over is that within 2 weeks, like 3 of my favorite illustrators of all time came out with new stuff, and they don't do that. Never. They just don't do stuff, and I'll go over that real quick. There's new Craig Thompson Ginseng Roots. If you've not followed this series, it's terrific. It's what to expect from Craig Thompson, who did Blankets, Habibi. Craig Thompson is one of the greatest, most lyrical illustrators of the last 20 years, and I love his stuff utterly. But not as much as I love these two. So we still have copies, and you should have already picked up yours, but do it soon if you have not, because we still have copies of the first printing of Dan Clow's Monica, probably the biggest book of the year, let alone graphic novel. Phenomenal work by an absolute master comics maker. Let's call him. All right, cool. And then, and how blessed is 1996, Jeff? Because I loved Dan Clowes when I was a wee lad, and but I loved Bill Watterson more. And Bill Watterson, who did Calvin and Hobbes, has a new book, which is, I cannot believe I'm saying that sentence, called The Mysteries. Co-writer, co-illustrator. Not necessarily what you're gonna expect from somebody who did Calvin and Hobbes, which is nice. It's Bill Watterson. It's Bill Watterson who wrote probably just one of the great all-time comic strips of all time. I can say all time one more time, right? So yeah, Bill Watterson hasn't done anything in 30 years. It's a little bit less. It's like 27. So anyway, welcome back, Bill Watterson. Great to have a Dan Clowes book after so long. And Craig Thompson, phenomenal comic person. I will be here for the Haunted Girl signing tonight. I hope to see you here. If you cannot make it to our signing, definitely buy it online. We will have signed copies for offer for you, and we will mail order them to you. We will mail them to you tomorrow. All right, thanks a lot, and have a great day. Okay, bye.